You need that water for a couple of reasons. You need it for heat or to fill up your ground hogs. You need it for cooling your condensing unit. All right, you find you a good supply of water with good high banks, you come in here and dig you out a hole. If we was really gonna run this one, we'd set it on down even with the top of the ground. You dig it out about a foot out around it. Go back and put you some metal and some dirt over it. Put you a chimney in the back. What you're doing is creating your furnace so you can heat here. It'll draw that heat all the way around your ground hog. Like I said, we call it the ground hog because we bury it in the ground. All right, if you're gonna really make some, we'd come in here, we'd bring like this one, they call it a 3-sack. The reason it's a 3-sack is back in the old days, your sugar come in 100-pound sacks. This particular one would take 300 pounds of sugar to sweeten it up. You get it in there, you fill it up with water, put your 300 pounds of sugar in there, and about 25 to 30 pounds of wheat bran. Then you put your quarter to half-pound dry active yeast. Put just a little bit of heat on it, just enough to get it lukewarm. Then you just cover it up and walk away from it. Depending on the weather and how warm it stayed, it'd take 3 to 5 days to work off. But you go in there and check it every day. Go in there the first day and look over in there. It's going to look like you look at the top of some cornbread. That bran will come to the top. That forms what we call the cap. That'd hold the heat in it until it fermented. That sugar and water was fermenting under there. You come look at it every day, and one day you're going to walk in there and look, and it's going to be clear. That bran's went to the bottom. Well, that means the fermentation process is over. Then at that point you've got a still beer. You could drink it just like the beer you buy in the store, but it'd be a lot stronger. Well, then you'd bring your cap barrel in, your pipes, and your other barrel, bring your radiator, set all that up. Take and heat this still beer, and what you're doing is extracting that alcohol. That steam's going to come up into this cap barrel, go through this pipe and over and down into this barrel. The reason for that barrel, if you boil it a little hard or something, you don't want any of that mash to make it to your radiator. If it made it over there, it could stop it up, back it up, blow it up. I've seen these barrels go up on top of trees. It's dangerous that way. But if it gets through there, it'd be running your moonshine anyway. So that's just, we call it the doubler. Some of them call it the thumper, because when you're sitting there running, that old barrel will be, bubbling. All right, that steam's going to go into that barrel. It's going to come back out, come through this pipe, down into here. When it comes down into here and goes through this radiator, with that water running across it, it's cool. It's going to condense that steam back to a liquid. Start running out right there. If we was really running it, we'd have a 5-gallon bucket under there. When that stuff first starts running, it'd be 160, 80 proof, which is way too strong to drink. You're going to catch that bucket, empty it into your proofing barrel. And as it runs, it's going to get weaker and weaker, so you're going to keep emptying in your proofing barrel, checking the proof, and you cut it down. Good drinking moonshine's about 100 proof. You cut it down to 100 proof, you just pull the heat off of that. You're through with it then. Go back and hide your pipes, your radiator, and your cap barrels and all that, re-sweeten that, and you're ready to go again. When it gets in the proofing barrel then, there's a couple of ways you can check the proof of it. Somebody's done it every day, all the time. They can put it into a clear jar and shake it, and you can tell by how big, what we call the bead, which is a bubble on top, how big it was and how long it stayed on top. Another way, you got a hydrometer. They made them hydrometers, you can put some in a jar and you check it, and it would check the percentage of alcohol and give you the proof. And you bottle it up, can it up, carry it out, sell it, party with it, whatever you wanted to do. Like I said, this little small one here, 3-sack, it wouldn't make but 35, 40 gallons on a run. We used to put up 10 sacks, so you'd take 1,000 pounds of sugar. But it would make 325 or better every run. If you were doing it for selling, you'd want a bigger operation to produce more.
Longer time in the 10 cents.
Wasn't no different.
Price for a gallon when in its heyday?
Back in the 60s, about $3 a gallon.
Pretty good.
Now, they bring $100 a gallon now. Person good.